welcome back. In this video I'm going to show you how to make this really cute rustic looking snowman candle using an LED candle from the Dollar Tree and a tube of silicone bathtub caulk. So stay tuned and I'll show you how to make it. This idea hit me the other day and I'm like, let's see if it will pan out in real life how it is inside my poor brain here. So, what I have here is one of these LED pillar candles from Dollar Tree that I'm trying desperately to get there we go, to get the label off of. You're going to need one of those. You're going to need a greeting card, gift bag, anything that has a cute scene on it that you want to use, and that scene needs to fit, of course, within the height of the candle. I have some of this extra fine crystal diamond glitter from Walmart, a tube of this all-purpose caulk. The color is down here. It is white. This came from the Dollar Tree as well. I have some Mod Podge. I have a sponge brush applicator. And I have somewhere here an elastic hair tie. You can use a rubber band, whatever you want to use. So let's take some of this Mod Podge. Let's go ahead and get it open and set it off to the side. Now what I'm going to do is I want to cut this picture here to fit onto the candle. I'm going to drop it on myself. That always helps. Okay, so let's cut this. One of my kids got a hold of this card. That's why it's kind of slightly bent a little bit. So let's see about how big we need to cut that. I'm just going to go ahead and cut out. If you can see this, I don't know if you can really see it on camera. The snowman is kind of like within this little, what do you want to call it? A frame with some holly berries and whatnot on it. I'm just going to cut around that and see if the whole thing will fit on this candle. Not really, but that's okay. I was really honestly just going for the little snowman. So I'm just going to trim it down a little bit more. And you don't have to use just one picture. I mean, you can use one on one side, one on the other side. And I'm going to, yep, that'll fit right there. Now don't worry about how jagged your edges are because that's going to be covered up with this caulk, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a bit of this Mod Podge and I'm going to just paint it onto my picture here. And that's going to help adhere it to the candle. Now the caulk is also going to help hold the picture on there. So you don't have to really worry about that. I'm just going to stick it down wherever I want it. Okay. I think it looks okay right about there. That's where the hair tie or rubber band comes in. I'm just going to place it right there to kind of help hold the picture down. Now I'm going to let this dry so that the picture is stuck down as good as I can get it stuck down on here. And I'll pause the video here and I will come back and then I'll show you what we're going to do with this caulk and our glitter. Okay, so I have taken the little hair tie doohickey off and the Mod Podge is pretty well dry. It's pretty set up now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this tube of caulk, try not to make a mess, and just snip the end off the tube. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use this caulk to make this candle really bumpy and try to make it look like snow. Maybe not necessarily snow, but you remember, oh my gosh, what did they call those candles? You know, like when primitive decorations were big and those bumpy candles. I called them uglies, but you know what they are. And I had a handful of those bumpy candles and they were just awesome. So I'm just going to take this caulk. I'm just going to squirt some onto the candle. I'm going to just use my finger and tap it like that to try to like bring some of those little peaks out like this. Just get it on the edge of the picture and it's going to help to seal it to the candle. And that's all that I'm going to do over this whole candle. And as this is drying, while it is still wet, while it's still tacky in the various stages of drying, I'm just going to come back with my finger and tap it every now and again just to pull up some of these little peaks. You can see it's already starting to harden up a little bit. Okay, now we're going to squirt some more on there. Ooh, it's like frosting. Now, as you go around the candle, it can get a little tricky, so just do the best you can. You may want to hold it like this and just save this part right here till the very end, and then just set it straight down and let this dry. Let the outside dry and harden up first, and then come around the inside and do the same thing, but don't cover up your little flame in there. Because, you know, if you cover it up, then you're not going to have any light. So let's just go like this and tappy, 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 tappy. That's a scientific term, by the way. Tappy, 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 tappy. Very professional. Tappy, 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 tappy. Okay. Then once this stuff really starts to get tacky, once I get all over the whole candle, I'm going to go back with a little bit of this glitter and shake it on. And then to seal that glitter, I don't have any on hand. I need to go by Walmart tomorrow and get some. Krylon makes a clear sealant spray. You can find it in Walmart over in the paint section. It's in with a spray paint, probably off to the side and not mixed in with the actual colored paint. But Krylon does make a clear spray sealant. And that will be really good once this has firmed up and everything. And it's the way that you want it, and you have all of the glitter on there that you want. Then just come back with that clear sealant and give it a good spray. Make sure you get the gloss kind. Don't get anything that's matte or anything that's going to dull your glitter. And we don't want anybody dulling our sparkle. People try to do that in life as it is. Don't do it to yourself. So yeah, just get some of that gloss spray sealant and spray on it, and it'll seal that glitter right in. Now, with a lot of stuff like this, people say to use hairspray. Hairspray will seal it. Don't do that. Hairspray, after a while, especially if you put it in storage and is exposed to heat after a while, is going to turn yellow, and it's going to get brittle, and it will start to flake off. And I've seen people say, oh, well, I've used it for this, and it's good 6 months later. That's wonderful. I'm happy for you. But I promise you, a few years down the road, it's going to look like crap. So don't do it. Believe me, I've been crafting for years. How old? Okay, I've been crafting for about 35 years now. I know a few things. Don't do it. So I'm going to continue on around this candle. Just patting it like this and trying to get the little spikies to come up. Just like that. And it's looking exactly the way I want it to. Once I get all the way around the candle, I will sprinkle on some glitter and just shake it off and set it off to the side and let it dry. And then I'll come back and I'll do the inside. I will sprinkle some glitter on that, let it set up. Give it a good 24 hours, okay? A good 24 hours. And then we'll come back and see what it looks like. Okay, so you know what? I wasn't going to show me putting the glitter on here, but I thought, why not? I like watching glitter, so let me just show it. Okay, so I'm just going to set this here. You know what? I might have a clean piece of paper. Oh, Lord, I've got one sitting right over here. So I'm just going to put it here, and like I said, I have not finished this right here because I still need to be able to hold it to move it around. So I'm just going to take this glitter. Yes, I know it has a shaker top. I'm just going to pour it on, shake it off. I'm trying to be careful not to get this stuff everywhere. If you do get it on your clothes or on your hands or something, just let it harden up and it'll peel right off, okay? Oh, isn't that pretty? It sincerely looks like snow. This is so pretty. So let's just give it a really, really good coating here. And judging by the weight of the tube here, you could probably get 2 and maybe even 3 candles out of 1 tube of this caulk. Of course, that depends on how thick you put it on here. The size of your picture, of course. And if you have a bigger candle, then of course you're going to use a lot more than I did. But, okay, this is what I've got so far. And I'm just going to let this sit here and harden up. And how pretty is that? Let me see if I can turn it on right quick so that you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like. Isn't that pretty? It looks a lot better in person. Where's the light switch? Oh God, I'm lost in darkness. Okay, here I am. I found the light. All right. So now turn it off. Heaven forbid. Okay, so now I'm just going to put a little bit of this on my finger here and very carefully just kind of tap it along the top of the picture. And I'll just put a little bit of glitter right there, and then I'm going to leave this alone until it hardens up. I want to say 24 hours. I know I had gotten some of this caulk from Home Depot, and it took a good 24 hours to set up after I had caulked my bathtub. I mean, I know that has water in it and whatnot, but I'll see. I'll see how long this stuff. I've never used this kind from Dollar Tree before, so we'll see. Now let this set up, and then I'm going to come back when I can actually handle it a little bit, and I'll do the inside, and we'll shake out that glitter. I'll come back and I'll do the inside the same way. Don't get it on the little flame, of course. And I'll put glitter down in there, and we'll see what that looks like. Alrighty, here we are. It is 24 hours later, and it does not take that long for this stuff to set up, but I wanted to make sure that it was good and dry. So here we are. And I see how I went back and did across the top here. Yeah, this is the finished product item thingy. There's the inside of it. And yeah, it was kind of hard to get around the little flame. So I just took one of those sponge applicators. I got it in the kitchen sink in there. But anyway, one of those sponge applicators. I just went around the flame. I got a little bit on there, but it peels right off. Don't worry about that. And that is what it looks like. I'm really happy with how it came out. So let me turn it on again. And let me hit the lights. I know it's daytime, but still, it's kind of dark in here. And this is what it looks like. I apologize for the noise in the background. I'm going to strangle whoever gave my neighbor a leaf blower. But there we are. If you would, please give this video a thumbs up. Click subscribe. Check me out on other forms of social media, the links to all of which will be in the description box down below. And I hope to see y'all next time. Bye-bye.